Explore a seed with a woodland mansion surrounded by giant mountains and amplified terrain all at world spawn. Keep watching to learn more about this seed and other structures around the world. Also, please make sure to leave a like and subscribe to my channel, as your support really means a lot. Thank you so much to Supercrafter7109 for being an awesome channel member. Defeat the Pillagers inside the woodland mansion and collect the emeralds and totems of undying. This woodland mansion is surrounded by many tall mountains and has an amazing view of the terrain all around it. Since the mountains have such extreme height, it makes the mountains look like if they were amplified terrain, even though this is just normal terrain. You can also see that the base of the mansion extends downward a lot, since the actual structure of the woodland mansion is located very high up in the world. It might be a bit of a challenge to get into the woodland mansion since the entrance is facing toward the mountain, plus the fact that the mansion is located so high up, meaning you will need to do a lot of climbing. But once you finally do make it inside the mansion, you can start exploring around it and collect all of the items from chests. There are also some small floating islands with trees, as well as some waterfalls in the sides of the mountains, which all give a magical feel to the area around the woodland mansion. You should try and take over the woodland mansion so that you can convert it into your own home and then enjoy the amazing view of the amplified terrain and waterfalls all around the woodland mansion. Gather resources from spawn to explore around the rest of the world. This seed spawns you on the roof of a woodland mansion surrounded by extreme terrain on all sides. The terrain looks as if it were real amplified terrain, which gives an amazing look to this spawn area. You can try going into the woodland mansion as soon as you spawn, but you should probably wait until you get some armor first. Explore the village and collect lots of useful items from chests to trade with the villagers. This village is located in a plains biome, which means there is lots of flat land around the village, which is perfect for building on. There are also many small farms and animal pens located around the village, which will be useful to collect resources from animals and to start planting some crops. You can also try to give some of the villagers a new job so that they can start trading the items that you want to get, such as armor or enchanted books. You might also find the occasional wandering trader around the village, which you can trade with to get some rare items not found in the village. This is a very nice village, so you should try and defend it to keep all the villagers safe from any attacks. Monsters spawn inside of the dungeon and guard the chests inside containing loot. This dungeon has a spider spawner in it, which means you can collect lots of string and spider eyes in here. There are also 2 chests which have some useful items like gold ingots, a name tag, bones, redstone dust, and even some music discs. You can collect all of these items and then explore around the dungeon, since there is a cave entrance that connects into the dungeon. Since the dungeon is located deep in the world, that means that the cave has deep slate instead of stone in it. But that's actually a good thing, since you have a higher chance of finding more valuable ores deeper in the world. Just watch out for all of the spiders and lava if you try and leave the dungeon to explore around the cave. Defeat the pillager captain to get bad omen and start a raid at a village nearby. This outpost is located near a savanna biome, but is actually in a river instead. But that's okay, since there is still a chest that has a lot of wheat plus some logs and iron ingots for you to collect. It seems that there is a very large amount of pillagers spawning here, so you might want to be extra careful when trying to explore this outpost. You can take advantage of this unique outpost location by jumping out of the top and landing in the water below to quickly and safely get out of the outpost when you are under attack. You should also consider bringing a shield, since it would be very useful to help block off all of the arrows the pillagers use to attack while you are exploring around the outpost. Explore the lovely Lush Cave biome full of glowberries, axolotls, and moss blocks everywhere. This Lush Cave biome is located at deep slate level, which gives you a higher chance of finding better ores since you are deeper in the world. There are also some waterfalls around the Lush Cave, which not only look nice but will also help you get up and down the Lush Cave by swimming in the water. Plus, you can use the glowberries to light up the cave, or you can also use them as a food source while you are in the Lush Cave. You still might want to bring some torches though, since the bottom of the cave is dark and is able to allow hostile mobs to spawn there. Once the entire Lush Cave has been lit up by glowberries or torches, then it will be safe from any hostile mobs spawning in it. Try not to make too much noise, or else you'll have to watch out for the warden in the ancient city. There are many treasure rooms in this ancient city, but making any sort of movement such as opening the chests risks summoning in a warden. That's why you are probably going to want to sneak everywhere, since sneaking allows you to move around the ancient city without activating any of the skulk sensors. Or you can also place wool blocks on the ground and walk on them, since wool blocks also don't activate any skulk sensors, making it another safe way to get around in the ancient city. If you are able to safely open any of the chests, then you will be rewarded greatly, since the chests in an ancient city contain very valuable items like enchanted golden apples, enchanted diamond armor, potions, and more. Rebuild the ruined portal to enter the Nether and explore a dimension full of fire. This ruined portal is located in a forest biome on the surface, making it easier to get to. There is a chest hidden underneath all the nether rack and grass blocks which contains some useful items like enchanted golden tools and armor plus a flint and steel which you can use to activate the portal when you're ready. Most of the ruined portal is already built, which means that you don't have to collect much more obsidian in order to rebuild the rest of the portal. Once you have collected all of the obsidian blocks, you can then finish the ruined portal and activate it with a flint and steel. Just make sure you have good armor and enough materials, since the Nether is a lot more dangerous with all of the fire and lava everywhere. Enter the Nether dimension and build protection around the portal to return back home. Once you enter the portal, you will spawn inside of a Nether wastes biome on the edge of a big drop. There is also a giant lava ocean near where the portal is, which means you need to be very careful where you are walking. Since a lot of striders spawn in the lava, you can try to put a saddle on one and ride it to safely get across the giant lava oceans. There is also a small soul sand valley biome near the portal, but it is much more dangerous there since ghasts and skeletons are able to spawn there. There is also a lot of quartz ore and nether gold ore around where the portal is, which you can mine to easily get lots of XP or just to simply use the quartz and gold for something else later. Watch out for the blazes and wither skeletons that walk the halls of the fiery Nether Fortress. This Nether Fortress is located inside of a soul sand valley biome, which means you will have to watch out for all of the ghasts. However, some of the fortress is inside of the nether rack terrain, which means that the nether rack will protect you since the ghasts won't be able to see you. There are also 2 blaze spawners within range of each other, which makes this the perfect spot to get lots of blaze rods. Part of the fortress is also exposed, which means in certain areas ghasts can attack you since there are no blocks covering the fortress there. You have to always be on alert while exploring the Nether Fortress since there are many mobs that will try to attack you when you least expect it. Activate the end portal frames to enter the end dimension and battle the legendary Ender Dragon. There are already 2 end portal frames active, which means you only need to activate 10 more end portal frames to open the portal. You can try exploring around the stronghold since there is a chance to find ender pearls in chests which you can use to craft the remaining eyes of ender you need to activate the end portal. Also make sure to watch out for the silverfish spawners since they will keep spawning and then hide inside of the stone bricks around the end portal room and might attack if you were to break any of the infested stone bricks. You should just break the silverfish spawner as soon as you enter the end portal room so that it doesn't cause any problems later when you are exploring around the stronghold. Collect enchanted books from the stronghold library room to enchant your tools and armor. The chests have some useful books like Sharpness, Power, Unbreaking, Knockback, and Loyalty, as well as some smithing templates which you can use to add a unique design to your armor. Plus there are tons of other books in the bookshelves around the library room which you can use to create your own max level enchanting setup. Having your own max level enchanting setup would be very useful so that you can enchant books to get the exact enchantment you want and all at the highest level possible. With all of the best enchantments, you will be able to create the strongest armor and tools to use in battle against the Ender Dragon.